Okay, I'm now going to hand over to our host, well, my co-host for the evening, which is Swiss. I'm sure some of you are familiar with Swiss from his days in Soul Solid. So, Swiss, can I welcome you to come up to the front, please? Okay, so Swiss is now an author as well. He's going to be talking to you a little bit about his journey, and then we're going to get our ambassadors up front. So, settle the nerves, Princess. So, thank you, Swiss.
Thank you very much. How's everyone doing this evening? Good, good, good. 3 things that's going to happen at a black event. People are going to turn up late. Chicken's going to be served. Is there chicken in the back there?
No, no chicken.
Okay, no chicken. It's not a black event. And you're going to have some fine women. So brothers, give it up for the women. Clap your hands, man. I knew there was a reason why I left my woman at home today. Nah, I'm joking.
But Swiss, hold on, I have to say, I've been watching your tweets and they're saying, I love my wife, I love my wife, so that doesn't even work.
No, I'm only joking, Let me just take my jacket off. Thanks for having me today. This is BYA, Black Youth Achievements, and I'm going to say a little bit about myself. As Kay said, I am an author of the book Spot the Difference, and before I got here, I was a young man on the council estate that grew up, and I got suspended from school a few times, secondary school, and eventually got expelled. And I say after that period, I began to hang around the street a lot. Started to get into a lot of criminal activities and hang around the wrong groups, and I was by myself a lot. I rode solo, and I felt quite isolated because I was kind of the only one in my age group that was on the street and, you know, expelled from school at that time. I missed out a year of school, which wasn't good. By the time I went back into secondary school, they put me back a year, and I weren't really, you know, feeling going back a year and studying with people that were younger than me. I just felt a bit kind of off key, yeah? So, you know, as I said, I got into stuff like drug dealing, drug smoking, which wasn't really good for me, but I'd say the vehicle that kind of allowed me to come out of the street activity, which I didn't see it coming, was the music, something that I loved. I saw my brother, Romeo, DJ PDS. They joined the radio station, started promoting the whole garage thing, getting into that. And I looked at that and I thought, okay. So I rustled some money together, bought some decks, started practicing. And by the time that I got to a level where I thought I was a good DJ, they had built their own station called Delight FM. And if anyone knows about decks, record playing decks, I learned on Sound Labs, which is a bit different from Techniques. But DJ PDS told me that, bro, you're right, man. Sound Labs just the same as Techniques, but it's a totally different mechanism. So when I got into the station, I thought I was good and ready, went on there, and it was the worst set of my life. I was actually the first DJ on the radio station, and that was a really bad experience, but I picked myself up. I bought myself some Techniques and started practicing, eventually got myself into Soul Solid, and we traveled around Europe and, you know, other places in the world, and it allowed me to see a different side of the world. You know, it changed my view and my perception of what the world was about, saw different cultures and stuff like that. But again, my biggest challenge, I still continued the weed smoking, so I guess my biggest challenge was giving that up, because I noticed that when I was representing myself on TV, I wasn't speaking properly. You know, I looked at myself. Being on TV gives you a chance to look at yourself, and I saw how I was dressing, how I was speaking. My speech was slow, I wasn't saying the right things. So my biggest challenge was that, and a sister actually gave me a book called The Mind Scroll. And it wasn't, I would think that, you know, it would be something really detrimental in life, or something like a book that told you how to get off of smoking, that actually would have taken me away. But that wasn't the case. This book actually told me about the power of my mind. Do you understand? And I feel that a lot of us as young people, we don't know the power of our minds. You know, we don't know that we only use a small percentage of our brains, and we're not kind of taught in school how to develop the power of the inner body and the mind. And that's what that book gave me. And I'll say, soon after, when I read that book once, I actually stopped smoking, you know? So you can give me a round of applause for that. Thank you very much. You know, but it didn't last for that long, because I went back to smoking again. But, you know, I use that book as to keep powering me, because you don't always, when you stop something, it's not always easy to give yourself the strength to continue to keep that thing up. So, you know, eventually I went back to the book, and it kind of coached me over the years, amongst other things, to, you know, get off smoking again. And it was an ongoing battle, and I'm kind of like 5 years deep now of non-smoking. So what I do now with this book is my whole journey. I missed out a lot through the journey. Obviously I haven't got a lot of time, but through that journey of coming from the street, so solid, to where I am now, I went through a lot of spiritual changes, changed up my diet, you know, and started doing a lot of things like meditation, learning about what my body is, chakras, yoga. I know it's not a really masculine thing for especially black guys to do yoga, but I started getting into yoga and just doing a lot of things, and it's really helped me over the years, and it's brought me to a place where I am today.
Did you cut out the chicken?
I did. I cut out the chicken, yeah, and I'm, you know, about 4 years off of the meat eating, so it's all good. You know, it's not for everyone, you know, but it's all good, and I feel really good about it. I'm healthy, and you know, I look good, so it's all good. So I'm your host today, and I think that what we're gonna do next is we're gonna call up some of the ambassadors that are representing BYA amongst myself. I'm a representative, an ambassador, and we're just gonna call up the ambassadors so that we can have 60 seconds to hear about themselves, their story, and how they got to where they are today, because I'm not gonna hog the stage, so. Can we have the ambassadors up?
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Rico Coombs, and I'm a youth worker. I study international business at university, and also like Swiss and also like Junior, I'm also a published author. This is my book, Where I'm From, which is a collection of poetry which shows London through a youthful perspective, trying to bridge the gap between the young and the old, and showing an unbiased account of the capital of my birth. I started this book because I wanted to show the truth and realness about London, because I believe a lot of people always focus on one aspect, either the negative or the positive, and I want to give a little twist, show Rico Coombs' view of London, and also as well to speak about people who are around me, and also influences as well too. So that's basically about myself. I hope that's 60 seconds.
No, you've still got another 20.
Okay. I'm a Chelsea fan, and
I'm currently studying psychology at the University of Surrey, and after winning my award, I got an A-star in my psychology exam, and that was in the top 10 across the UK for AQA. So, and I'm sure Pearsons gave me extra marks in maths. It was hard. I'm currently teaching kids science in primary school part-time, and also I'm a young psychologist, and I write blogs, and I've got my own website as well. And I'm just hoping to, with my course, I've got a 1-year placement, so if anyone's inside a field whereby they can give me a placement in psychology, that would be awesome. And seeing as everyone else is writing books, I'm compelled to write a book this summer, and it's going to be called The Psychology of Twitter, because I'm pretty addicted to Twitter, so I just want to pry into the minds of how we become addicted to it, and yeah, it should be out soon, so yeah. Thank you.
I'm Amy. I won BYA in 2010 in the category choices. Since then, I don't want to say why I won it, because that's just long, I'll be here forever. So since then I've changed jobs. I was working with a company called Vision for Families at the time, and it gave me a lot of experience and knowledge into helping me to be a youth worker. I now work with a charity called Potential for You. I basically mentor young people in a primary school from the ages of 5 to about 10, 11. So I'm really enjoying it because it's something I hadn't done before. It's a challenge. I also study beauty therapy. I've got to put that one in there. I started my beauty course in January. I'm training to be a beauty therapist. I want to get my own business. I want to go to Ghana. I want to set up and have business for myself. So on top of doing youth work, I wanted to do that, but I wanted to merge it together. So eventually I want to have a business where I can bring in people from Ghana in the slums and teach them to be beauty therapists, so they can give them jobs and sharp jazz.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank Kay for inviting me, and I won the BYA award in 2011 in the category of technology. Thank you. And I won that because I've co-designed an app with my brother, which is to prevent bullying in our community, because it's become really serious and it's not fair on people having to go through that. And another reason why we've designed that is because me and my brother were bullied in our primary schools, and we know how difficult it is, and we don't want other people to go through that. And we've also co-written a book together, which is about different techniques that kids can use to set up their own businesses, get through difficult stages in their lives, and learn new things.
Wow.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Kane Thomas, and I won the community category in 2011 because my mum was ill with Bell's palsy and I took care of her. During this time, I was made captain of the school swimming team. I achieved my black belt in Taekwondo. I now teach Taekwondo. I went up a grade in all my school academics, including maths, English and science. I got personal best in all my swimming galas. Basically, there's a set time, and if you beat that, that's a personal best. When I grow up, I want to be a good, true, strong black man, and I want to be a professor of maths so that I can inspire my students in one of my favourite subjects, maths. Since then, I've won another community award called the Jack Evans Award, and my school nominated me for that, and it was work in the community, which I also won, and I received a £50 book voucher and had lunch with the mayor, and I got a big certificate in a frame, and they took a picture, and I was in the newspaper the following week.
And I won the BYA in 2011 category for choices. Since then, it's been like forwarding on for another chapter in my life. I have recently since raised money for charity sport relief, £350 for children in Africa and that was a really big experience for me. It involved me sizing down on the amount of food I have. I did fasting, and it just showed me a really good experience about food and how to appreciate it more. Because normally back in the days, I just used to, if I didn't like food, I just put it in the bin. And now I just look at it and I just say, let me eat that last bit. The children out there will just respect that more. But there's been a lot of challenges for me, especially with the educational system. Right now, I'm not in a mainstream school. I go to a local centre in Fulton Heath, and since around about the November time, I've been pushing to get back into a school. I had plenty of rejections, but I'm still pushing on just to find that place I can get back into school, or wherever I can to further on my education.
Hi, I'm Ebony Babb. I won in the first year 2009 in the choices category. Right now I'm studying A-levels in biology, maths, further maths and chemistry. I want to go to university to study a master's in chemistry in 2013. I have to fill up 60 seconds and I have to talk about myself a bit more, sorry if I bore you. But I've been doing events management at the moment, and I don't work with massive venues, but I get young people involved in performing and events management and things like that. I also play football. I play for a ladies team at the moment. Not going into that, second spot in the league, but hey, you know. But yeah, that's literally me in 60 seconds. Thanks for listening.
My name is Princess. I won Mother of the Year 2011, and I'd like to thank Kay and thank Tony especially for that, because they know what I went through, you know, all the nerves with that. But today really for me, I've come very far, you know. I did a mentoring course at the time and I completed that and have now qualified. I also did another mentoring course in February and completed that also. I work for an organisation called Foundation for Life. And really and truly, my whole aim really is to reach out to the young people. You know, for me to become a Mother of the Year, it wasn't just about the good times, it was also the bad times. You know, I went through a lot of issues surrounding that time with the gang stuff, you know, teenage pregnancy, even cancer. You know, I'm trying to study and keep everything going, but you know, with God's grace, I'm still standing here, and I'm honoured, truly honoured to represent BYA. And you know, 60 seconds?
Go on.
And really and truly, I'm totally honoured, and I hope to meet many more young people and even help mums, you know, new mums, you know, mums now, and even the older mums, you know, because there's so much going on with the youth today, you know, that, you know, your child could be involved in things that you don't even know. We need to be knowledge about it. I as a mum myself didn't know my daughter was in a gang, you know, but now I feel more equipped now, and I feel that I can reach out to other mothers out there, you know, and young people who may feel they're going to go down that road. And I hope that my word today can help someone. Any questions?
My name is Kyla Fry, and I won the BYA award last year for the arts category. It was my mum, my lovely mother over here, she nominated me, and and I believe she did so because she believes in what I do. I've always said that my motivation is to inspire a generation through my art. I've worked with Ashley Walters, Amela Mean and Noel Clark, but what is more, I have worked with a lot of my peers, lovely people like Sheila Nortley here, who would be termed as up and coming, but I believe that that's where my work has been most appreciated, because we are all working and hoping to change the face of stage, TV and film internationally. My future goal is to have British TV and film in particular to be more representative of the ever-increasing cosmopolitan society that we find ourselves living in. And I also want to encourage others to go after their dreams, because being an actor, it's very, it's more difficult than having a normal job. It's no all the time, basically. So in order to kind of keep that dream, keep that vision in your mind and continue to go for it, that's what I want other people to do. So just want to take a moment to thank Kay and Tony and all at BYA for giving me this opportunity, because it genuinely means a whole lot. So thank you everybody.
Hi everyone, my name is Sheila Nortley, I'm a film producer. First of all, Kay, thank you so much for this whole event. It's so humbling when you're standing up there in the queue and you're just hearing everyone talk about all the things they've achieved. It's so humbling to be standing amongst such wonderful and inspiring people. So what I do, I'm a writer first and foremost. I've always been a storyteller. I've always expressed myself better through writing rather than speaking in front of loads of people, because I get a bit nervous. But my goal and ambition is to be able to tell our story, basically. I feel we have so much to say. We've got such a rich history, we've got such a beautiful future ahead of us as a people, and our story has been told through so many different people's perceptions, and I think through film, for me, it's almost as ancient as the hieroglyphs in Egypt. It's a way of engraving a story in history forever, and that's what I aim to do. I'm launching my own drama school, Kingdom School of Arts, which is starting this Sunday, so I'm really excited about that. And I've got a few films in the pipeline. Zion, which Kyla Fry played lead in, that just won 2 awards in Norfolk, Virginia for this film. I'm really shy and nervous, so just give me a shout after and I will talk in more detail if you'd like to listen. Thank you.
Hi guys, hi family, hi Kay. My name is Ebony Torrington and I won a BYA in 2010. For the community category, I set up a charity fundraiser subjected around the theme teen pregnancy, and just talking about the issues that marginalised young parents deal with in Lewisham. I didn't expect to be nominated or win, but I did both. And I'm 22. I go to Goldsmith and I study anthropology, which is like the philosophy of human society. And my whole passion and what I'm about is support services. So support services for the community, and not just any support service, but I want to cater to specific groups. Not just the black community, but different cultures. There's a lot of people that don't have a voice, and there's a lot of people that their voice is not represented, and I want to be one of the many voices that already exist, and I want to make sure that I hit whatever issue is on the nail. I don't want to go around, I want to hit the nail. So the last couple of years I've been shadowing lots of youth groups and just speaking to people and kind of overseeing politics. And the next couple of years, I tend to have my own support service. It was called Hope Restored. It still might be called Hope Restored, but I'm rebranding it at the moment because I'm finishing uni in like 5 days. Praise God. I'm in my last year. And that's where I'm at the moment. I want to be a support service, not just young people, but different cultures in London, so we can all make this world a more manageable place in contemporary society.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Junior Ogunyemi. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, BYA. And literally standing in line with everyone here, it's just like I was just thinking, wow, we're amongst stars, like future world leaders, and it's just I'm so privileged to be an ambassador with BYA. I won the award for Business and Enterprise in 2010. My story was when I was about 17, 18. I set up a football coaching academy, working with young people in my area. Since then, we've gone on from strength to strength. Now, I'm still running it now. I'm 22, and we're now sending coaches in schools and communities around the country. And I was doing all this while I was at college and university. I then went on and set up a publishing company and dabbled in lots of other business ventures. And the exposure from BYA brought on several other awards as well for business and enterprise. And once I graduated, I ended up writing the book, How to Be a Student Entrepreneur. And literally this book has just opened a new chapter for me. I'm now an inspirational speaker. Literally about 3 or 4 times a week I'm traveling to somewhere to speak to other young people about how to become more self-sustainable and create money for themselves legally and do things that do things that using their talent and their skills and create a better future for themselves. The book's now available in 5 countries. So it's gone further than I can even possibly imagine. I thought the book was good. Other people tweet me like, it's amazing. It's not good. It's amazing. But there are copies available, and if Pearsons are interested in doing a revised version, I'll be interested. But yeah, enjoy the evening. Thank you very much for being here and celebrating with all the other ambassadors and myself.
Yes, we are standing up here amongst powerful people of the future and the present. You know, a lot of people say the youth are our future, but they don't invest time in the present to make them our future. So we just want to thank Kay and the BYA for investing in the now of our youth and those that are adults. Thank you.